Hello, Stampin' friends. Hope y'all are doing awesome. I'm just up here with my assistant, Hope, Cogbill. We're going to talk to you. I'm going to make 3 cards for you. Oh, hold on. I got to turn off the Wi-Fi. That Wi-Fi gets me every time. All right. Hey, Tiana. We're going to show you some paper pumpkin situation. And then I'm going to make 3 cards for you. But before I do that, I'm going to talk to you about some cards that I have. So I'm going to show you some cards. I know Tiana saw some of these at card class last night, but I'm going to go through them and just show you. And today, there are about 4 days left in the celebration. So I'm going to get this camera going where I can use my hands and y'all can see me. Hey, Sherry. So celebration ends Sunday, and that means that lots of good deals are headed south. They're going to be gone. So I want to just take you on a visual tour through some stamps and cards that will be gone after celebration is over. So I've got them sort of in piles here. I'm going to just show you some, hey Sherry, show you some swaps and cards that I've made with things that are on celebration. Some of which will not be, anything that's made with a celebration stamp set will be gone forever. Isn't that sad, Hope?
Yeah.
Hope is very sad. All right, so we'll start with Painted Seasons. We have the Painted Seasons stamp set. Hey, Kathy. And there are lots of gorgeous cards made with Painted Seasons. So I'm just going to take you through some pretty cards that I have. You know what you can do is if you really love one of them, just pause the Facebook Live later and take a screenshot. That's what I do when I see something that I really love on Facebook Live. I just screenshot it. So here's a little set of note cards made with the Painted Seasons. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing. All right. We've got our embossing folder, which is the Country Floral Textured Impressions embossing folder. Makes really gorgeous indentations on your papers. You can color it. You can leave it monochromatic. All right. And we have our Home to Roost, which is our rooster. I've got some really pretty cards with that. Aren't they gorgeous? Like, I really just got to playing with him recently, and I'm kind of sad because he's gone. All right, of course we have the frog. He's just the cutest. He's so clever and cute. I have lots of cute cards. Thank you, Hope, with the frogs. Don't forget him. I think he'll be one that you'll have to find on eBay after this is all over, because people love him and they may not fully realize that he's almost gone. We have the butterfly paper. So don't forget the 12 by 12 butterfly paper. You know, we have the butterfly punch, which is coming back. Don't worry, you will get it eventually. But the butterfly paper will be gone forever. So it'll be one of those things that you're like, oh, I gotta get some more of that butterfly paper. Well, it's gone. So it's free with a $50 purchase. So lots of pretty butterfly cards. We've got the stamp set called, what is that one called, Miss Hope?
I don't know.
All Adorned. So we can use our Stamparatus to make some really pretty cards. I've made some graduation cards. My retreat. We've got this one called Lovely Lattice. Oh, I've got one more Lovely Lattice card in here. I had card class last night, so all my stuff is kind of still half packed. Lovely Lattice. Alrighty, and oh, who can forget the lilies? So we have lilies galore. This is one of my favorites. It was a swap But this person stamped that lily right directly on, hey Dana, on some designer paper, which I think is quite clever. More lilies. We just have lilies galore. This is one that Cindy made. Isn't it pretty? Lilies, lilies everywhere.
Can I move this stack?
Yes, Hope, you can take that whole stack and put it over here. All right, we have our tea framelets. So don't forget the tea framelets. They are free with a $100 purchase. They actually are continuing into the annual catalog. So if you wait, then you'll actually have to buy the framelets. But right now, you're going to earn them free with a $100 purchase. Just put all the cards over there, but don't move this because we're going to use that later.
Okay.
All right, and oh, the cupcake. This may be the last celebration set to talk about, but we have cute birthday cupcakes. Quick and easy, super sweet birthday cards galore. So all of these stamp sets are gone after the 31st, which is Sunday. I know that makes you sad. So start making your list and get your last minute celebration purchases in. All right, so Hope, do you want to make your card first? Do you want me to talk about Paper Pumpkin a little bit and then you make your card? Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is Paper Pumpkin. And you might say, why are we talking about that with celebration? Well, if you get your Paper Pumpkin subscription on prepaid, so if you pay for it ahead of time, then it's like an item. So you can pay for 6 months of Paper Pumpkin, 12 months, 3 months, or 1 month. I wouldn't do 1 month, but 3, 6, and 12 will earn you celebration items. So like a 12-month subscription is over $200, which means you'll get 4 celebration items. That's pretty cool, isn't it, Hope? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't forget about Paper Pumpkin and celebration. Even if you're a current subscriber, you can get a prepaid subscription. You can enter it into the system, and as soon as that prepaid subscription runs out, it'll just kick back over to your regular subscription. All right, so this kit was a kit that came out this month. It was a special kit, birthday kit, because Paper Pumpkin was 6 years old, and Hope told you last time that there was going to be a free stamp set, so she'll show you the free number stamp set, and then she's going to show you how to make one of the cards.
There's my envelope in there.
Hey, Crystal. Yes, your envelope is right here underneath everything. Yours was this one. And I'll start putting all your camera malfunction.
Sure.
Sorry, people. The Facebook world has just died. Just kidding. All right, so just make sure you're in this little area.
Okay.
And I'll get your blocks going. You want that regular pad?
I'm going to move this up.
Okay.
Oh, I got it already.
Okay.
Somewhere. Do you see it? Okay.
Yes.
So, this is going to be a birthday card. So, oh yeah, I'll show you the one we already made. So here's one, and then when you open it, a little cake pops out, and I'm making one with some bows on it instead of candles, but it's equally as okay. So,
oh wait, I gave you the wrong envelope.
Okay.
So, here you go.
Okay, here we go. So, first, you're going to stamp.
You need the squishy pad, don't you? Hold on.
Yes, I'll just do another thing.
I had it. Here's one. So tell them why you need a squishy pad.
Why do you need?
Because otherwise it doesn't show up.
Oh,
right?
well, yeah, you need the squishy pad so it shows up. So, yeah. So, this says it's your birthday. And you're just going to stamp it on this little banner thing. It still didn't show up that well, but that's okay.
It's all red.
Okay.
Oh, I can see it good. I think we need more ink on our pad.
Okay.
Why don't you just use the spot?
Okay. And so then you also stamp. It says today we celebrate you, and you just and we'll do it right there.
Cute.
Oh, it didn't work.
It's all right. You got it.
Okay, and then you do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll attach. We'll put this to the side for a
Don't
second.
forget the stamping on that.
Oh yeah, we'll stamp this. First, a little confetti.
Oh yeah, here. Show them the free stamp set real quick while I get that ready.
Okay, this is the free stamp set, and it's just these little cute. Are they polka dot?
They're polka dotted numbers.
Yeah, they're polka dotted numbers, and you have some little things to put after them.
There's your squigglies.
Yeah, and so now we're just going to get these little confetti squiggly thingies, and just ink it up. And then you want to go up enough, because you'll see that if you don't, it kind of gets a weird shape. But you'll just go there and then re-ink it. And do it on the other side.
Awesome.
That worked a lot better.
Yep.
And then the yellow thing.
Yep.
I'll move that now. Okay, so then you're going to put this little happy birthday, or it's your birthday thing on with some snail. Can't pick it up. Okay.
Debbie Allen.
So you just do some snail and you put it on there. And then I'll go ahead and put the number on.
Show them the number. So you punch.
So I'm doing 6. So,
And they have a whole sheet. Show them that.
so yeah, they have a whole
And the
sheet.
trick about finding it.
And since this is very confusing to find the numbers, if you flip it over, you can see the numbers a lot better. So then you'll just put some glue dot or dimensionals on the number you chose. Can I have one more?
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course, dear daughter.
And then we had something.
Yeah, they dropped on the floor.
Then you'll just stick that on. And then you get this tiny cute party hat.
Dimensional.
And you put a dimensional on it. And then you just put it on the 6, and it's really cute. And when you're putting the number on, you need to make sure that it's far enough down so that the hat can fit in the yellow. So
Perfect.
now I'll show you kind of how to fold this thing. It's pretty, you could have figured it out, but you just fold on each little cake level, and then you fold like that. Wait, no, you fold the other way.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
You fold that piece, and you do the same, and it makes a little pop-up cake. It's really cute. And then you can fold that a little that way. And we already put the tear and tape on this one.
Show it flat and show them where to put it.
So you need to put the tear and tape on the thick sided top part. And then you need to make sure it goes all the way across and then down and down.
Good.
And Crystal said, do you know if the balloon in the number set coordinates with the balloon punch?
I do not know that, but I'll look while Hope is finishing this.
Okay. So then I'll go ahead and stick this cute thing on here. So you'll put snail on the sides. And then stick it and make sure it lines up with the top. Cute. Okay.
Very cute.
And then, okay, I might mess up this
No,
part.
you won't mess it up.
Okay.
I'll be right behind you.
So, well, you first obviously need to just tear off the little tear and tape pieces, which might be the hardest part of this whole card, but did you see if it coordinated?
It does.
Okay.
All right, so show them the magic. So close
So-
that like a book first.
You close this, and then you line up, I'll show you up here. You line up the top edge with the center of the card, and then stick it down.
Good.
I got a little ink on there.
It's all good.
And then you'll close it
Yep.
like a regular card.
Smash.
Oh,
It's okay. It's made with
and
love.
then you need the little bows.
Now you need the bows. So
Where
I
did
got
they go?
glue dots on them already from
So you have these three little.
The only tricky one is the green one, remember?
Do you put that? Can I put it on here, or do I have to do the same?
No, you don't have to do the same thing, but let's look
So
at the...
you need to make sure that whenever you're putting it on the bluish green cake layer, that it needs to line up.
It doesn't need to go past there.
Oh, so it doesn't need to go past the.
No, all the way. Like, it can overlap here, but not
Oh.
here.
Oh, so it can't overlap on this side because when you close it, it would get all weird.
Perfect.
So, oh, she said about the balloon. I don't know. And then these are easier.
Just put them in the middle.
Yep. And there you go.
It's so cute.
Now-
And show them their cute envelope.
Oh, and this is my favorite part. It of course comes with this adorable envelope. It's pink and pretty and happy.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yeah.
Thanks, Ho.
Yep.
You can go do your homework now. Oh, just kidding. That's okay. So, Crystal asked, thank you, Ho.
Yeah.
Did the directions say the tear and tape? No, the directions said to tear and tape just 3 sides, not the bottom. So, yep, just 3 sides. So that's one of the cards. And I think the kit, let's see how many the kit makes. The kit makes 8 cards, so 4 of each. And I'm just going to show you the only tricky part. The other card is constructed very similarly to the card that Hope just made. It's not complicated. You stamp happy birthday, pop the 50 up with dimensionals, pop this little piece up with dimensionals. This strip goes down with snail. Hey, Susie. Love you. All right. You are going to stamp that just like she did, but the only non-tricky but part I'm going to show you is how to get these candles on. Okay, so let me give you a tour on how to do that. So you've got your cake pieces, and you're going to, like Hope showed you, you're going to fold these in. I'm so happy to see you on Facebook, Susie. Susie had surgery yesterday, so she's a trooper. She's probably having a great time watching this on her pain medicines. It'll make it so much more interesting. Okay, yeah, so we're folding, 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 like so. So get your cake folded. It just kind of goes. You just kind of have to keep messing with it till it gets to where it needs to go. Okay, but what you're trying to do is get your candles back behind here. So what I figured out the hard way is to turn it over, and then see the candles already have adhesive on them. Thank you, Stampin' Up. Thank you, Paper Pumpkin. And then just adhere your candles just like this to the back, and that way you can get them nice and straight. And then you're just gonna come through here and pop them up. Coolio. And then there's another set of candles that just has 4, and you're gonna use this set of 4 on this upper tier. Slide those through. And then you've got your candles for your cake. Voila! Makes sense? Okay. And so this card is constructed very similarly to the other one. It just has candles instead of bows. So when you're done, you'll have 8 really cute birthday cards. In this envelope, I'll show you the finished card. It has a cute yellow envelope. So you've got your card, your candles, and this cute yellow envelope. So is that not adorable? When you're done, you can, what I would suggest is just make all your cards and don't put your numbers on yet. And then when the birthday comes up that you need, you slap your numbers on and you're ready for whatever number birthday you have. And then it looks like you custom made it for that. Now, Crystal asked if the birthday balloon and the number set coordinated with the birthday punch, and it sure does. The balloon punch definitely coordinates, of course, because we sell Stampin' Up, which coordinates. It's awesome. Okay, now I'm taking a little detour to talk to you some about Celebration. So, like I said, Celebration ends on the 31st, which is Sunday. So I need to remind you of some things that you need to remember about Celebration. Number 1, when you shop during Celebration and you spend $50, you get a free item. When you spend $100, you get 2 free items or 1 level 2 item. So don't forget, after the 31st, your $50 order will just be a $50 order, which is awesome, but you won't earn anything free. So squeeze it out. Get your $50 orders in if that's what you can do. So $50 gets you a free Celebration item. We have a ton of items left over. I actually have all of the ribbon. I have a lot of the items that are sold out, so just holler at me and I'll let you know if I have what you're looking for. Now, it's a little late to gather your friends and host a party, but you can have your own party with yourself. So you can even gather up orders from friends. But if your order gets to the magic number of 250, then you're going to get $25 more, which means with a $250 party, you're going to get $25 plus $25. So you're going to get $50 free. That is awesome. So go ahead, gather up your orders, smack in $250 worth, and then you get to go shopping and get $50 free. Plus, with a $250 order, you're going to get 5 Celebration items. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. You got that? So that's awesome. You're going to win big on that. Now, the biggest fun is to get a starter kit during Celebration. So if you haven't yet, hello, what are you waiting for? Because we're having $175 in goodies for only $99. If you want to add the bag, this cute bag, it's wonderful. It's a craft and carry tote. Then you're going to pay just $129 for $175 in items, because the $50 bag you'll get for only $29. And this is the only way you can get the bag. So shop, host, and join. Those are all the ways that you can save during Celebration. I just want to remind you of that because we only have a few days left. Alright, now I'm going to show you 3 cards that we made. Because it's almost, Celebration is almost over, I'm going big on our Facebook Live tonight. So I'm going to show you 3 cards, and they are cards that we made at our card class last night. So I want to tell you the story about this stamp set called Let It Ride. I love it. Love it. Y'all don't forget to like and share this video because there's a prize at the end. I'll draw it tonight. So you are going to we're gonna make a card with the Let It Ride stamp set, and it is gorgeous. I will say that, full disclosure, horses are not my favorite. To me, they're a little scary. I'm sorry if you love horses, but they scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So, but what stuck out for me in the very beginning was these sentiments. So sometimes images sell a stamp set, but for me it was the sentiments. So we have live as if someone left the gate open, take life by the reins, let it ride, go for it, and for you. So I love these cards for my team. They're always doing such awesome things, and so I definitely had to put that on my list of must-have items. Now, this is a trick that I learned from Crystal Muirhead, and I'm sorry, Crystal, if you're watching, because you're just going to be like you're watching yourself in a mirror. But we are going to do a watercolor wash on a card that dries instantly, and the secret is alcohol. So I have some alcohol here. It's 91%, and I filled my aqua painter with it. Okay, and these are your dimensions for your card. You're gonna, oh, here's the card that we're making. You're gonna have a crumb cake base, a Cajun Craze layer, and then a thick Whisper White layer. So I like to use thick Whisper White, but you don't have to use like anything special, like watercolor paper or what's the other one called? The shimmery white paper, because of what because of the alcohol. So you're definitely going to use the Memento ink because you are going to be using alcohol, and Memento just does not mix with, I mean, it's good to use with alcohol. Let's put it that way. All right, and you're going to stamp your horsey with Memento. Voila. Ooh, that's a good stamp. I'm pretty proud of myself. All right, so you're going to horsey, let that dry just a smidge. And then hopefully this is my aqua painter that I can squeeze. We'll see. So the way that I make a palette with my ink pad is I take it and I squeeze it really hard. And you get some of that ink there. All right, so next thing, I'm going to squeeze my aqua painter, and some of that alcohol just drips right onto into my lid. So now I'm just going to use this Cajun Craze. And listen, don't get all up in your head about coloring this guy perfectly, because he just is watercolored. Just really just go for it. I know Sherry will do a gorgeous job with this horse because she is a gifted watercolorer, but I'm a paper crafter, and so I just go for fast and loose. And I'm sorry if your eyes are hurting, but this is just me. This is the way I roll. So, but you could spend some really quality time and make him gorgeous, but I'm just slapping some color on there. Now, look, because we used alcohol, this is dry. This is just almost dry. And my paper's not warping or pilling or anything because I used alcohol in my aqua painter. Is that not awesome? So the way that you clean off an aqua painter is just squeeze it, and then if you've got some paper towels around, which for some reason right now I don't, then you just wipe it off on your paper towel. Alright, so then we're going to paint the sky and the ground. Super easy. Now I'll show you that I got tired of squeezing my ink pads. So another way that you can get a nice good thick layer of ink is just by taking your clear block, smoosh it around onto your ink pad, and then squeeze your alcohol onto it. So then you just pick up your ink just like this, and then you're just gonna whoosh. And look, it just goes right over that memento. And you don't have to be all up in your head about it, just get it watercolory. And then, you know, the sky is gonna meet up with the ground. So we'll take the sky around right there. I actually like this sky better than any of the skies I did yesterday. It's just perfect. All right, now we're gonna use our lemon lime twist. And I don't know, does anyone know what's special about lemon lime twist? Let's see, Kathy Brown. Thanks. Oh, I know, Crystal told me about that alcohol thing. I had no idea either. I will say that it's probably a good idea to clean out your aqua painters real good afterwards, because I would think that if you leave alcohol in there, they might kind of eat up your tip. So lemon lime twist is special because it is an in color, and the story on the in colors is always a sad one. We loved them for 2 years. Goodness knows I have loved on my lemon lime twist. And the other colors that are on the chopping block right now are Tranquil Tide, Powder Pink, Fresh Fig, and Berry Burst, which you'll see later tonight. So don't forget, yes, the lemon lime twist is retiring. It's going away. It's an in color. Remember the ribbons: Tranquil Tide, Powder Pink, Lemon Lime Twist, Fresh Fig, and Berry Burst. So snap up those ribbons. And then I would get a couple packs of each one of the papers. So don't forget to pick up some of the paper, the cardstock of these colors. And then there's also the Designer Series paper stack that has, we've used that multiple weeks, that has the stripes and the dots. So get your in color Designer Series paper. There's also some cute little embellishments. Just go crazy with your in colors. And listen, don't say I didn't warn you. Once April 1st comes, they are going to be sold out. So do it now, because you don't want to be that person that's all sad and didn't know that it was leaving. So don't say I didn't warn you. Go ahead and get your in color order in now. And the thing is, if you get your in color order in now, you're gonna earn free items. If you wait, then you're gonna not earn free items. So why would you wait? That would be sad. So you've got your, you do want to make sure that your horse is not, I mean, he can be jumping in the air, but make sure that the grass at least kind of comes up to the hooves. And that blue is light enough that I can go right over it, get a little smidge in there, and then that's it. Isn't it gorgeous? And look, this paper is not wet. It is dry. If you did that with regular water, this thing would be warped and matte and crazy. It would just be whack. So then all you're going to do is layer with snail onto a 3 1/4 by 5 piece of Cajun Craze. And then my favorite base color, it's missing. Where did it go? Oh, here it is Crumb Cake, because it's a great neutral layer, but also you can write in it. And whenever I order a pack of Cajun Craze, of Crumb Cake, I order 2, because I use it so much on card bases that I'm always out of it. So that's your first card. Voila. All right, card number 2. So this card is a card that I saw on Pinterest that was cased completely from Brian King. And I love his cards because they are just so clean and tidy. They're just tidy. And I love the fact that he used the rectangular framelets 4 times. Crystal said she leaves her aqua painter alcohol all the time and has not noticed a problem. Well, that is good to know. So let me bring this up close. You're going to rectangle, rectangle, rectangle framelit all 3 of these layers. I think that's a little different than what Brian did, but I just rectangle, rectangle, rectangle. So Bermuda Bay, Cajun Craze, Whisper White. Okay. And then I love Brian King because he gives us a key. This is Real Red. This is Cherry Cobbler Blend. Real Red, Cherry Cobbler, Cajun Craze, Soft Suede, Bermuda Bay Light and Dark, and then this is Dark Crumb Cake for the dirt. Now, you may say, well, where does this stamp come from, Kay? Well, it comes from the En Route stamp set. Do something awesome every day. So I just love that. I love that we pulled in a stamp from the annual catalog, and I did just drop it on the floor, so please hold while I gather it. All right, hey Cindy Wood. All right, so instead of making this rooster card though, I'm gonna show you another. So, oh, the rooster is only free with a $50 purchase. So you may not get the rooster after the 31st. So get your roosters now. Don't say I didn't warn you. So we're gonna start with this Whisper White rectangle, and we're gonna stamp the sentiment with Memento. Nice and clean black stamped image. And then I chose to add the frog. So we have our So Hoppy Together stamp set, and we're gonna put Mr. Cute Frog onto this, and he fits just perfectly there. All right, so Mr. Frog, we're gonna color him with, so he'll match our card, we're gonna color him, find my plans, I had them, oh, I put them right here so they would be right next to me. We're gonna use our Soft Suede and Bermuda Bay. Doesn't matter what color your frog is, he can be whatever color you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and make his body be Soft Suede. Isn't he cute? He just looks like he could talk to you. If you're crafting in your craft room alone and he starts to talk to you, don't tell anyone. We don't need to know that. It might be kind of late. That's okay. Alright, so you're coloring him in. We're going to leave his belly. I'm doing a terrible job coloring today. It really doesn't matter because he's so cute, no one will notice. So he's going to be Soft Suede. That's the, oh, that's bronze. That's not what I thought it was. Well, it's cute. And then we're going to do Bermuda Bay. Belly. Because why not? Because I got kind of tired of green frogs, I'm just going to be honest. Okay, so there's our little frog, and then all we're going to do is, I actually had a card that I couldn't find a white rectangle for, so I just stamped on it, which I think looks really pretty, but I'm just going to put my frog over that because I just didn't really want to cut all of those rectangles again. So there you go. You've got your rooster and your frog, and those two, I think you're turning the frog into a toad. I think you're right, Crystal. He is a toad. Let's put some little dark, now you're getting me all crazy. Let's see. I thought maybe I had, if I used bronze, then I wonder if I put little spots on him with Cajun Craze. Oh, now he's really cute. Aww. Now he's cuter than cute. Alright, so you've got your frog and your rooster ready to go. Don't forget, those two stamp sets are gone after the 31st. Now, the last card I'm going to show you. Now, I don't take any credit for any of these cards. This card was actually a case from Amy Coenders. I'm not even sure how she says that name, her name. But I love her cards. This was Brian King, and this next card was designed by one of my friends named Bonnie. Isn't it cute? I love it. It's just over the top. Over the top. I love all the colors. I love the designer paper and how it focuses on the designer paper. But, of course, I had to go a little bit off the grid and create it in a different designer paper. So what you're going to need is the stamp set called Incredible Like You. Alright? And it went with one of our kits, which was so cute. But the stamp set is a standalone Incredible. Glad we're friends. Hope your day is amazing. Birthday. Incredibly proud of you, and I just adore you. So get this even if you don't get the kit, because it is the best. So what I'm going to do is recreate this card, but I'm going to use a different designer paper and the same stamp set. So I challenge you to do the same. Whatever designer paper you have, and if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you probably have some designer paper at home. Okay, the important thing with this is the dimensions. So the base here is going to be Berry Burst, and it's going to be 5.5 by 8.5. You're going to have a navy layer. You can guess, if anyone wants to guess what designer paper I'm using. You've got a navy layer, which is 5 by 3 3/4. You've got a Whisper White layer, that's 4 3/4 by 3.5. Let's see if anyone can guess. I'm not sure I can still see the comments right now because of the Wi-Fi. But Whisper White, and then your strips are from the Needlepoint Nook paper. So and they are 3.5 by 15/16. That is the mark just shy of 1 inch. Okay, so I chose these strips from the Needlepoint Nook designer paper. Isn't that cute? It's going to be really cute on my card. So what you're going to do is take your Whisper White layer, and you're just going to put snail all the way across, and then you're just going to build. So I usually try to alternate the monochromatic, which when I say monochromatic, this is monochromatic, all one color and something neutral. Hey Liz. So you're going to alternate the kind of patterny, like colorful patterns with the monochromatic patterns. At least don't butt them up. Don't put all the monochromatics and then all the others. Just kind of vary them. You get where I'm going. And so this is just as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're smacking that down. And then now you're going to take, and it fit perfectly. If you cut it right, it will fit perfectly. If you need to trim down a little on the white, you can. I'm not going to trim that. Some people would, but I'm not. Now you're just going to tie this Berry Burst ruffled ribbon. Doesn't it look cute with that Needlepoint Nook paper? I think it does. Tie it. Make a pretty bow. Alright, and then shift that over a little bit. I usually just tie my bow and then I put it where I want it to go after I've tied it. There. Kind of poof it up a little bit. Okay, now our friends. Our friends are forever the 2-inch circle punch and the starburst punch. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. So you're going to punch the white with 2-inch and this with the starburst. These each are $18. So if you buy both of the punches and the Incredible Like You set, you're going to be right at $53, which will get you a free celebration item. You can get the frogs, you can get the roosters, you can get whatever. But this is a good way, because you know you've probably got some cardstock and some designer paper at home, I'm guessing. Alright, now we're going to bring in our inks. We're going to use Night of Navy, Old Olive, and Berry Burst. Okay, and we're going to stamp first the sentiment that says glad we are friends. So y'all remember to like and share for prizes later. So we're going to stamp the So Glad We Are Friends in the upper regions. Oh yeah, that didn't work. So remember, when you're using these photopolymer sets, you need to get out your Stampin' Pierce mat, aka squishy pad. So you'll see how much better that works. Perfect. Then you're going to pull out 2 more stamps from this Incredible Like You set. You're going to pull out the little tiny flower. Do you see that little tiny flower? And then this stem. Okay. So the flower, you're going to stamp in Berry Burst, and you're going to stamp it pretty low. So Berry Burst, Berry Burst, Berry Burst. Then you're going to take your stem stamp, you see, and see it's got lots of offshoots. You're going to ink up the end that's down here, the top, the end that's opposite of what you would think from the flower. So you're just going to ink it up. And then you've got 3 delicate little flowers that are So Glad That We're Friends. Then you're going to simply take your So Glad We're Friends, layer it onto the Starburst, and then you're going to start your layering process with snail. Ooh, I have twisted ribbon back here. I wonder if that's going to work. We'll see. Yeah, that ribbon's really thin. It's going to be just fine. All right. And then my little trick on this is it's easier, I think, to find my dimensionals. It's easier to put your dimensionals to where they're not going to hit right on the ribbon. So I just put them like here, here, here. And I found with this little circle, usually I just have to put 3, but because it's going over this ribbon, it really kind of needs 4. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. So that just goes right there. All right, and then you're going to take this whole piece, and I love the way that she layered this card with the Berry Burst layer being a lot bigger than the navy, because isn't that just so cute? It looks like it's framed in a nice little portion. And I think it lets your designer paper speak a little bit louder because it's in a more compact space rather than it being across your whole card. So 1 card design, 2 different designer series papers, 2 completely different cards. I'm ready for somebody to make a card using all of the Occasions catalog papers in this stamp set. I challenge you. And I want to see you post a picture of that because I think it would be awesome. So Incredible Like You set, 2 punches, and you're good to go. I'll tell you on the horse card, if you get the Let It Ride set, remember this one. If you get the Let It Ride set, some aqua painters, and I think just a pack of Whisper white paper and some dimensionals, you're going to be right at $50. So you're going to love that. And then let's see, where's the other card? Oh, so the rectangle framelets are like $35. So just add on some paper, add on, you know, some Memento ink and all your papers. You're going to be right at $50 so that you can get the frog or the rooster for free. So put in your orders at papermadeprettier.com. I would love to help you, get you set up with some cute Stampin' Up! Goodies. Don't forget all the fun things that we made tonight. I'm just going to put them right back out here and show you the paper pumpkin kits. Remember, the paper pumpkin you can do on a prepaid subscription so that you can get celebration items with it. Okay. Voila. All right. Hey, Amy Light. And don't forget that, lastly, just going to go through it one more time in case somebody is new to celebration, that if you, and I threw my catalog somewhere, Oh, I buried it. So, celebration ends on the 31st. Spend $50, get a free item. Spend $250, get 5 free items and $50 free. And then the last option is to get your starter kit. So $175 for $99, or if you add the bag, it's $129 for $175 worth of goodies. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share, and I'll draw for a prize later. Bye!